The case of Commissioner of Internal Revenue versus Bases Conversion and Development Authority examines whether the BCDA is exempt from creditable withholding tax on the sale of government-owned properties. Let's break down the facts, the issue, and the Supreme Court's ruling. The Bases Conversion and Development Authority owned 4 properties in Bonifacio Global City, known as the expanded Big Delta lots. BCDA sold these lots to the Net Group, a joint venture of 4 corporations, for PHP 2.03 billion. As part of the transaction, the Net Group withheld PHP 101.6 million as creditable withholding tax, pending BCDA's presentation of a tax exemption certificate. BCDA applied for a tax exemption certification from the Bureau of Internal Revenue under its charter, Republic Act No. 7227, as amended by RA 7917, which exempts BCDA from all taxes. However, the BIR did not respond, leading the Net Group to remit the withheld CWT to the BIR. BCDA filed a claim for a refund, but the BIR remained unresponsive, prompting BCDA to seek relief from the Court of Tax Appeals. The CTA First Division ruled in favor of BCDA, granting the refund and declaring BCDA exempt from CWT under its charter. The CTA and bank affirmed the ruling, emphasizing that RA 7227 is a special law and prevails over the National Internal Revenue Code, which is a general law. The Commissioner of Internal Revenue appealed to the Supreme Court, arguing that BCDA was not exempt from CWT and that it failed to follow procedural requirements for a tax refund. The issue is whether the BCDA is exempt from creditable withholding tax on the sale of its global city properties. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of BCDA, affirming the CTA's decisions and declaring BCDA exempt from CWT under Section 8 of Republic Act No. 7227, as amended by RA 7917. The court ruled that BCDA's tax exemption is explicitly granted by law, covering all forms of taxes and fees from the sale of government lands. The National Internal Revenue Code, as a general law, does not override BCDA's tax exemption, which is provided by a special law. When a law clearly grants tax exemption, it must be applied without need for further interpretation. This case reinforces the principle that special tax laws prevail over general tax laws. The Supreme Court's ruling affirms BCDA's exemption from CWT and highlights the importance of legislative intent in tax matters.